and gentlemen, it's your boy Dubbers, and I'm back with some more SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 24/7 mode. Who are we taking on? Vermont. Oh, the great Kylie. Okay.
Last night's Unforgiven was definitely one for the books. And the road to Cyber Sunday starts right now. This is your barbecue-loving friend Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler, the King of Memphis, bringing you live action, Monday Night Raw style.
Every superstar in the locker room wants to be a part of Cyber Sunday, JR.
Yeah, we're back with some more.
You're not wrong, King. And the best way to do that is to
SmackDown
make an
vs. Raw
impact here tonight.
2008
Making an
24/7.
impact is what the Raw superstars do
In
best.
Vermont.
I can't wait to see what happens tonight.
Oh, come on now. What's he doing here? He's not involved in this match.
Maybe not officially, JR, but it looks like his presence is going to be felt here tonight.
Well, you can say that again. This is a damn mugging.
He just took one heck of a beating, and he's not even in the ring yet.
That's not going to improve his odds of victory here one bit.
You can say that again. He might as well not even bother competing tonight.
What the hell?
Message from the dark side there is.
And despite the assault we just witnessed, I don't think we can expect this man to have any mercy for his opponent.
And I don't blame him. Whether he was in on that ambush or not, it just made his night a whole lot easier.
Get a long curtain it is. That's what he wants.
Jeff Hardy's a great singles He's going for the cover, JR. Climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. It's all the ways you could come down that hurt. You talk about...
He's climbing up. I'm not so sure this is a good idea. And now a pin. This could be it. I don't think he's climbing up there for the view.
He's going up, JR. This could be big. What a counter. Here's the cover, JR.
What's your finisher so I can kick out at 0?
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat. Up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, these superstars are out of a job.
This great Khali is a bona fide monster. I feel sorry for anyone who's got to get in the ring with him.
So do I. You get the feeling he went straight for the 10. No flies on him. Boy, what a match. He's going up. This could backfire.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Looks like he's trying for a pin here. 2, 3.
That's it.
This has gone beyond.
Fine.
Amazed that he can even walk away from the ring after that one, quite frankly.
And he's just barely walking away, JR. It looks like that leg might be injured.
I wouldn't be surprised. The match was brutal enough, even without the ambush before it.
I don't even know why he went through with it. He might have been seriously injured.
It's because he didn't want to let the WWE fans down, King. He's got an awful lot of heart.
He's got a lot of heart, all right. Too bad it's not pumping any blood to his brain.
Wow, I'm really sorry that I've got such a crazy ex-boyfriend. I know you've got a non-title match against him, and I'd like to manage you, if that's okay. And I'd definitely be up for spending some time together after the show.
Okay. Weird slime masters.
Welcome to Raw, everybody, where Cyber Sunday is just over a month away. This is good old JR Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler at ringside. And tonight, folks, it's all about payback for one superstar.
He could have avoided this whole situation if he wasn't chasing another superstar's girl.
Well, first of all, King, they're no longer together. And second, I don't think he had any involvement with her whatsoever.
Maybe you're right, but I don't think these guys are interested in listening to reason.
You look up delusional in the dictionary, and you'll see this man right here. He's blaming his recent breakup on his opponent.
He might be delusional, JR, but that doesn't make him any less dangerous.
This is a surprise. He's coming out here with his opponent's ex-girlfriend.
Okay, they got the
Let
commentary
the head
backwards.
games begin.
That's like waving a red flag in front of a bull, JR. Didn't he get a bad enough beating last week?
A big New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted. There's no room for error when you're on the top rope. We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks. He countered that and made it look easy. Oh, boy. The adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something. I don't know where he thinks he's going. This could be a mistake. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
This is raw action at up the turnbuckle he goes. He knows what he's doing.
Here's the pin. Could this be it?
These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse.
I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had high expectations, and I'm happy to say that this match has exceeded them all. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
We make good masters better than we actually was. So roided up wrestling.
Tell me something. When you look at the masterpiece, does it make you feel like even more of a loser than you normally do?
Well, actually, when I look at the masterpiece, I'm glad I don't have the out-of-control ego that he does.
Listen, if you can sing it, you can bring it. The masterpiece has decimated some of the greatest superstars in the WWE.
I can't argue with his results. It's his methods that I object to.
Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match, and now it's paying off. A textbook reversal there.
Was there a reversal?
I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear.
WWE's traveled to just about every country.
He's climbing up. I'm not so sure this is a good idea. He's got his opponent in a pinning predicament.
Look at the masterpiece. This guy's like a piece of art or something.
Well, the masterpiece is a...
You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle.
No way. Fuck.
Ugh.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of... Oh, boy. These top rope moves can go either way.
Can his opponent kick out of this pinning predicament? 3. Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
I'd hate to be the next superstar to cross that man.
No kidding. I don't think I've ever seen him this angry.
And I have a bad feeling in my Oklahoma guts that this isn't over.
Normally, I'd say you just ate too much barbecue, JR. But I think you're right. This is personal now.
And that makes everything more dangerous for everyone involved.
Absolutely. This is going to get a lot worse before it gets better.
$500,000 a year. Cool.
Hey there, Mr. Number One Contender. Your partner asked me to manage the two of you tonight, and I said I'd be happy to do it. He's such a good friend. And in case you were wondering, that's all he is to me. Hint, hint.
Okay, Tori. I got Kelly Kelly.
Welcome to Raw, where we're less than 4 weeks away from Cyber Sunday. This is good old JR Jim Ross, here with the Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler, the King of Memphis at ringside. And tonight, the champion meets his #1 contender in tag team action.
Sparks are gonna fly, JR. These guys are looking to get any advantage they can over each other.
A victory here tonight would be a huge boost heading into Cyber Sunday.
And whoever loses is gonna have his work cut out for him between now and then.
He's the #1 contender, set to lock horns with the champion in this tag team match. What should he be looking to do here tonight, King?
First and foremost, defeat and embarrass the champion, which is easier said than done. Second, learn all he can about the champ's strengths and weaknesses.
You think you know me?
From Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 241 pounds, Edge. And the opponent.
Oh, Randall.
From St. Louis.
Hey.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Raw, live tonight from Las Vegas, Nevada. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I'll tell you, JR, if I were a gambling man, I'd bet everything I own that this was going to be one of the best Raws ever.
I wouldn't bet against it, King. I know what's on the schedule, and let me just say that these fans have hit
I
the
almost stole
jackpot
that one.
tonight.
He countered that one perfectly. So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
Randy Orton is a genius, JR. As soon as he got what he needed from Triple H and Ric Flair, he turned on him and struck out on his own.
That's not
I think
exactly
you've got a
what-
selective memory.
Climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. Hits all the ways you... He's going for the cover, JR.
2.
It doesn't appear that Edge is getting much love from this crowd. Up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing.
I think these superstars are getting...
This could be a pinfall.
2.
Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment.
This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not going to be easy.
That's for sure. No one in this match is going down without a fight.
And I wouldn't expect any less from them, King. Like them or not, you've got to respect the tenacity
Looks like
of
I was
each and
doing
every
it.
WWE superstar.
That's weird.
I feel like we shouldn't even be talking during this match, JR. We should just silently admire the masterpiece, like we were looking at a sculptor in a museum or something.
If you want to zip your lips for a few minutes, King, I won't complain. But don't expect me to show Chris Masters any more respect than he's shown to the WWE superstars and fans.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's gonna go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat.
Here he goes, up the turnbuckle. This could be really good or really bad. I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
You're damn right. Can his opponent kick out of this pinning predicament?
He's climbing the turnbuckle. What's he up to? We could have a pinfall here, JR.
2, 3.
Yes.
After some of the things we've seen.
I don't think these two would mind getting another piece of the champ.
Yeah, but he'd be an idiot to give it to him right now. Besides, I think I'd rather get a piece of...
Easy there, Uncle Jerry. This is a family show. Boy, howdy. It looks to kill.
Come on, JR. He's a professional. Do you seriously think he's going to bust up a successful team over a woman?
It sure wouldn't be the first time.
What? Being the #1 contender isn't enough? You've got to try to make me look like an idiot in a tag team match too? If you're really as good as you say you are, how about you meet me in the ring this week, one-on-one?
Okay, I'm back. Hope we beat Masters again.
Cyber Sunday is less than 3 weeks away, and you can feel the electricity in the air. This is Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler, and the #1 contender is in action here tonight.
Apparently, he didn't like what his opponent was saying about him, and he's going to do something about it.
I just hope he doesn't let this distract him from his championship match at Cyber Sunday.
Hey, if you want to be the champ, you've got to be prepared to take on all comers, JR.
He's Raw's #1 contender going into Cyber Sunday. And tonight, he faces a superstar who could be worthy of that title himself.
Could be. He is worthy of it, JR. And that's exactly what this match is about.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard.
I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
A textbook reversal there.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my...
He may get the 3 count here.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths are going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those...
That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall. He went straight for the pin. No flies on him. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR. I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd. Here's the cover, JR.
For over a decade, WWE fans have been thrilled by the daredevil antics of Jeff.
There's the pin.
1, 2.
What a counter! You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slob.
Here he goes, up the turnbuckle. This could be really good or really bad.
How could he even have a finisher so fast?
Watch out! He reversed it!
I don't want to take...
He's going for the pin! Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a... Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here. He's got his opponent in a pinning predicament. 2, 3.
After some...
We've just received word that something's going on backstage.
Let me go!
Just tell me what he's got that I don't.
You're hurting my arm!
Listen, I know if we just spent some more time together, you'd come around.
This is sick.
In fact, that's exactly what I've got planned.
Talk about someone who needs to get set straight.
Hey, Edge, that's kidnapping. That's illegal.
Just the superstar to do it.
Wish you luck in your match this week, but I guess you probably don't want it, do you? What do you need luck for? Everything's going your way. Must be nice.
I'm so sorry, but I'm not going to be able to manage you this week. I kind of got something else going on. But I'm sure you're going to do great. Oh, and if you see your partner, you might want to talk to him. He seems kind of upset about something.
Okay. I heard that you said to the press, Chef Hardy, now you better not be thinking like that. Your title match is a big deal, so snap out of this. To help get you fucking Great Khali again, I just kicked his ass.
I know you and your partner are on the outs, and I heard he's gonna be at ringside this week, but don't use him as an excuse for why you couldn't beat me. Unless you want to look like an even bigger loser than you're going to be already.
I know you were a little worried about last week, but don't be. Everything's going just fine with us. But you and me, we need to talk. I've got a few things on my mind, so I think I'll sit in on your match as a special announcer.
A special announcer? And he's in the main event.
Cyber Sunday is less than 2 weeks away. This is Oklahoma's own Jim Ross, along with the King of Memphis, Jerry Lawler. And folks, the #1 contender has got to be beside himself after what happened last week.
Yeah, it's a shame what happened to his girlfriend, but he can't let that distract him from his championship match.
How can he not? She was kidnapped by a superstar he thought he could trust.
All I'm saying is, the championship is either your top priority or it isn't. And if it isn't, forget about holding it.
He's got a championship match in just over a week, so he can't afford to suffer an injury here tonight.
And it's not just his opponent he's got to worry about. That low-life ex-friend of his is supposed to be around here somewhere.
And the opponent from India, weighing in at
This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not going to be easy.
That's for sure. No one in this match is going down without a fight.
Rope break. And I wouldn't expect any less from them, King. Like them or not. We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.
He's climbing the turnbuckle. What's he up to? I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
What a reversal. For over a decade, WWE fans have been thrilled by the daredevil antics of Jeff Hardy.
I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR.
What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had high expectations, and I'm happy to say that this match has exceeded them all. You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody.
He's going for the cover, JR. You can look at any... Climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. It's all the ways you could come down that hurt. Uh-oh. Come on. You got to stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now.
What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way. And I think it's going to pay off, mark my words. Hook the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing.
He could pin him right here, JR.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR. I don't know where he thinks he's going. This could be a mistake.
He's got his opponent in a pinning predicament.
Oh, come on.
This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You got that right, JR. You're not going to see this kind of action on SmackDown.
Not on SmackDown or anywhere else. There's nothing else out there that can come close to the excitement of seeing the Raw superstars perform live. It's great to hear the fans come alive every time Jeff Hardy sets foot in the ring.
Yeah, but I could do without all of his shrieking female fans.
Well, it sounds like someone's a little jealous. I'm sure you wouldn't mind nearly as much if they were shrieking at you. That went nowhere. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted. Just,
oh boy, these top rope moves can go either way. He's going for the pin.
Who's Matt?
I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
This is a risky move. It could prove to be disastrous.
Oh my God.
Here he goes, up the turnbuckle. This could be really good or really bad. Here's the pin. Could this be it?
2.
The word giant gets thrown around a lot, but the Great Khali is the real deal.
he sure is. I can't even begin to imagine where they found a monster like the... Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
2.
I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt in anyone's mind that the superstar... There's no room for error when you're on the top.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, stupid.
I'll be honest with you, King. This is not... I don't think he's climbing up there for the view.
Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight.
Fucking stupid shit. There's no way I should have lost that match.
Someone get this guy a straitjacket. He's completely lost it.
He's crazier than a bag of foxes, and that only makes him more dangerous.
I know the #1 contender has to prepare for his title match, but something's got to be done about this guy.
Well, if he's going to do it, he'd better do it soon.
For his own sake, as well as for Tori's.
Yeah, he can't be worrying about this come Cyber Sunday.
last man standing in Raleigh.
Cyber Sunday is just 6 days away. It's good old JR Jim Ross and my Hall of Fame partner Jerry the King Lawler at ringside, and the right to be named #1 contender for Cyber Sunday is on the line tonight.
Of course it's on the
Yeah,
line.
in a last man standing match. And the championship match is less than a week away.
It seems to be the only way to settle this bizarre situation.
Yeah, but it pretty much guarantees that whoever wins tonight will lose at Cyber Sunday.
What started out as a straightforward run at the championship has turned into a nightmare for the #1 contender.
And this last man standing match is his one and only chance to take care of business. If he loses, he can kiss his girl and his championship match goodbye.
You think you know me?
Well, it seems like he's accepted the challenge, but where's Tori?
I've got the feeling that if he wins this last man standing match, we might not find out.
Welcome to Raw, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming to you live tonight from Tar Helia, from Raleigh, North Carolina.
We should have booked this show for an outdoor arena, JR, because Raw's gonna blow the roof off this place tonight.
You're not kidding, King. Raleigh is Raw country for sure, and these fans are in for the night of their lives. And what a slumber knocker of a shot with that sledgehammer.
That'll rearrange your facial features for sure, JR.
A textbook reversal there. My God, a thunderous blow from that sledgehammer.
Man, talk about getting hammered.
He didn't reverse it.
You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar.
There's all sorts of crazy stuff under the ring, and all of it can inflict a lot of damage on an opponent.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight. You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle.
I'll count, bro.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing.
Oh, dominated his ass.
Of this match than this young woman right here.
You can say that again, and I hope he's got something left in the tank, because she looks to be in a celebrating mood.
Congratulations, but I've got to say, you don't look like you've got much left.
Well, I hate to agree with him, but...
You better not use this as an excuse when I beat you this Sunday. You got me?
GM's trying to get some superstars for an autograph signing. We should go to one of them, or maybe even both. What do you think?
I got a web interview thing, then a charity. Come with me and then we can go on a little date afterwards. Okay.
Hey, champ! Oops. I guess I can't call you that quite yet. I'm so proud of you, and I know you're gonna win tonight. And I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna be able to be there in person, but there's something else I gotta do.
Okay. Cena versus JTG. Carlito versus Flair. Okay. Melina versus Candice. HBK and The Rock taking on Umanga and Chris Masters. Oh, we're in the main. Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton.
It's Cyber Sunday, and Raw is live on pay-per-view.
The champion is ready for battle.
And I only hope the challenger can say the same.
After that last man standing match, I'm not so sure.
We'll find out tonight when two of Raw's best square off for the championship. He's faced tremendous odds, including a backstabbing ally and a kidnapped girlfriend. Does he have enough left in the tank to win here tonight?
The championship is a powerful motivator, JR, but everyone's got their limits. I don't like his chances.
He's the best that Raw has to offer, and the championship he holds is the proof.
And unlike the challenger, he's rested and ready for this match. I can't imagine any way he could possibly lose.
Hey! Let's kick some Randall ass. Kennedy!
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the
He's got his opponent in a pinning predicament.
For over a decade, WWE fans have been thrilled.
And now a pin. This could be it. I don't think he's climbing up there for the view.
His opponent telegraphed that one.
What a reversal.
Randy Orton is a genius, JR. As soon as he got what he needed from Triple H and Ric Flair, he turned on him and struck out on his own.
I think you got a selective memory there, Kingfish. I seem to remember Triple H and Ric Flair turning on Orton and knocking some of the cockiness out of him when they did it.
Well, if that's true, he's going up. But what's he going to do when he gets there? He's a 3 count away from a pinfall. Oh, boy. This looks like an all-or-nothing move. Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their... You're not going to get him with that one.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE. Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here. Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
2. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'd all be out of a job.
Oh, boy. These top rope moves can go either way. I don't know where he thinks he's going. This could be a mistake. Here's the pin. Could this be it?
2, 3.
Boy, what a match.
He did it! By God, he did it! Raw has a new champion!
I don't believe this. How the heck did he pull that off?
I'm as shocked as you are, King, but the proof is right there in that ring.
He shouldn't have even been able to stand, and now he's the champion.
This might have been the most incredible thing I've ever seen.
And I don't care how you feel about him. Anyone who comes out on top after all that deserves the gold.
You can say that again. As far as I'm concerned, he's the greatest superstar in all of sports entertainment.
And he's a Raw exclusive. The best of the best.
Shit.
Congratulations, champ! I'm so proud of you. I've already made the arrangements for a big victory party for you. You're going to love it. I also sent you some photos that I think you're really gonna love.
Okay. We are catering. We at Player Catering would like to thank you for your business. We hope you enjoyed your event. Okay. Okay.
Survivor Series is right around the corner, and I need to start assembling Raw's Survivor Series team. There's one superstar in particular who I wanted to evaluate, so I made a match between the two of you this week.
Better not be fucking masters. Oh, HB Shinzo. Okay. We'll probably go to Survivor Series.
Welcome to SmackDown, where Survivor Series is less than 3 weeks away. This is good old JR Jim Ross alongside my Hall of Fame compadre, Jerry the King Lawler. We're at ringside, and the champion is in action tonight, folks.
And this might be a non-title match, but the champ better give it everything he's got.
You can say that again. His opponent is in consideration for Raw Survivor Series team.
And there's no better way to evaluate a superstar than to put him in there against the champ.
Another superstar that's going.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from San Antonio, Texas, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Just a sexy boy.
And this man just might be the very best in the business. His preparation for Survivor Series begins here tonight.
And he'd better be ready, because SmackDown is going to be at Survivor Series 2, and everyone's counting on him to blow them out of the water.
Star champion.
Welcome to Raw, coming to you from the land of the Razorbacks, Little Rock, Arkansas. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
Little Rock can't wait to see the Raw Superstars. This show's been sold out for weeks.
These Little Rock fans know that Raw never disappoints, and tonight is no exception. I can't wait to get started.
Oh boy, these top rope moves can go either way. Here's the pin. Could this be it?
2.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE Superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact.
On the wall.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, these superstars are out of a job. This is Raw.
He's going for the cover, JR.
2.
Did you ever think climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad? It's all the ways you could come down that hurt. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'd all be out of a job.
You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar...
Thanks for the follow, Alex. Coke 30, not Coke. I didn't say that.
On the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know. You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle.
I think these... There's the pin!
1, 2.
This is going beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between... That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall.
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
1, 2, 3.
Man, is there even gonna...
Oh, Bautista.
Who the hell let these riffraff in? He even brought the ECW champ. This might turn ugly fast.
No. We're just here to offer a little challenge. Since ECW is the most dominant brand of sports ever,
it's Mr. McMahon and the WWE champ.
That's the World Heavyweight Champion.
In my ring. That makes this round 0, mister. But you know, your boldness has sparked in me a wonderful idea for Survivor Series. Now the main event will be a triple threat match between the WWE, World Heavyweight, and ECW champions.
And put me into a 2 Royd. 2 Captain Royds. I'm joking, they're both very talented.
Survivor Series is less than 2 weeks away. Hello again, friends and neighbors. It's good old JR Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler. We, yes, are at ringside. And what a main event we have for you tonight. Raw versus SmackDown in a champion versus champion match.
And I'm glad the titles aren't on the line, because I'm not sure our champ has what it takes.
Well, aren't you big on the team spirit? I think the champ's gonna do just fine.
Man, I hope you're right. This could get embarrassing in a hurry if he doesn't.
He's one of the greatest superstars in sports entertainment today, and he holds SmackDown's highest honor.
And you know he wouldn't come to Raw if he didn't think he had a shot at making our champ look second-rate.
Right on SmackDown, I guess.
He's proved himself time and again here on Raw. And this is the champion's opportunity to prove himself against SmackDown's finest.
Yeah, but remember, at Survivor Series, he'll face both SmackDown and ECW's champions. And all 3 titles will be on the line.
It's great to hear the fans come alive every time Jeff Hardy sets foot in the ring.
Yeah, but I could do without all of his shrieking female fans.
Well, it sounds like someone's a little jealous. I'm sure you wouldn't mind nearly as much if they were shrieking at you.
I'm so disgusted with Batista, JR. He could have stayed with Triple H and Ric Flair in Evolution and continued to ride the coattails of 2 of the greatest legends in this business. Instead, he threw it all away.
What are you talking about, King? Batista never rode anyone's coattails. He's his own man. He earned his spot. And Flair and Triple H are 2 of the greats, no doubt about it. But Batista proved he's at their level when he beat Triple H for the World Heavyweight title.
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. It's like he read his opponent's mind.
He's going up. This could backfire.
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans will be disappointed if they...
He's going up, but what's he going to do when he gets there? These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks. Oh boy, these top rope moves can go either way. So, how do you think this one?
And now a pin. This could be it.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen.
He's going up, JR. This could be big. Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world.
He's climbing the turnbuckle. What's he up to? Man, is there even...
We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King.
These superstars seem... He's climbing up. I'm not so sure this is a good idea. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it.
One.
I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. They're not taking it easy on each other either.
It's been said a million times, but I'll say it again. This isn't ballet. Ruthless aggression is the name of the game.
Well, these top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse. This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You got that right, JR. You're not... Looks like someone's heading for the high rent district. I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
Wow! Listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all.
3.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk. You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle.
He's going for the cover, JR.
2.
And there's the cover.
1, 2.
Jeff Hardy's aerial offense is amazing, but if you can keep him grounded, you're halfway to beating him.
That might be true, but as many of his opponents have proven, that's easier.
Here he goes, up the turnbuckle. This could be really good or really bad. There's the pin.
1, 2. 3.
Oh shit, I beat the animal.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's gonna go.
I don't think he was too happy with the reception he got here on Raw.
If he was thinking he was going to get anything else, he's delusional.
I'm sure he's not used to that sort of treatment on SmackDown.
Yeah? Well, I got news for him. This isn't SmackDown, and I couldn't be happier about that.
I think tonight only fueled his desire to emerge victorious at Survivor Series.
I just hope our champion feels the same way. Raw's got to come out on top at Survivor Series.
Hey, champ, I bet you're not too happy that the chairman of World Wrestling Entertainment is backing your opponent at Survivor Series. Just wanted to let you know that not every member of the McMahon family feels that way. Listen, I'm gonna inherit this company from my old man someday, right? So why should I wait for him to decide to retire? If he beat my father's favorite at Survivor Series, then maybe the great Vince McMahon will have some of his appetite for the business. Listen, this company from my old man someday, right? So why should I wait?
Whatever.
Congratulations on your victory, champ. But you can't count on getting that lucky again at Survivor Series. With my ECW champion involved in the match, are you sure you haven't bitten off more than you can chew?
I didn't. Tell me I didn't ask for this match. Vinny made it. Oh, where am I? Wyoming. Hardcore match against Lashley. Okay. The WWE Championship's on the line.
Survivor Series is just 6 days away. Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler at ringside. And can you imagine the pressure our champion must be under?
Part of being the champ is dealing with the pressure, JR. But I don't envy him one bit.
A loss here tonight would rob him of momentum heading into Survivor Series.
But if he puts too much into tonight's match, he might not have enough left in the tank Sunday. Talk about your rock in a hard place.
The ECW champion is perfectly at home in this Extreme Rules match, where anything goes and everything is legal.
And to make matters worse, Raw's championship is on the line. We could lose it before we even get to Survivor Series.
Okay.
The champion agreed to this Extreme Rules championship match in order to forge an alliance with the ECW champion at Survivor Series.
Yeah, but the ECW championship isn't on the line. And if our guy loses, he can kiss his title and his Survivor Series spot goodbye.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name. Did you see that?
Oh,
that's going to leave a mark.
I think that's the whole idea, King.
Okay.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home.
What a shock! You can't take too many of those and expect to stay in this.
I don't even want to think about what that feels like, JR.
This Lashley is an absolute monster. We've seen him decimate just about every opponent he's ever stepped into the ring against.
Yeah, but it's only a matter of time before Lashley's luck runs out.
Luck has nothing to do with it, King. This young man is strong, he's fast, and he's got more power than the electric company.
I can't argue with any of that, JR, but I still think, oh my gosh, not the table!
Boy, somebody's going to be picking splinters out of their gums after this one.
You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. My God, a thunderous blow from that sledgehammer.
Man, talk about getting hammered.
Oh.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill... Oh, man! That'll leave you hurting for certain.
You're not kidding, JR. That'll leave your head ringing for sure. Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these... That went nowhere. Good Lord, what an impact!
Fucking a
That's
rat.
the way to do it. Keep going. Wow, if he keeps this up, this could be over quick.
He's certainly not showing his opponent any mercy here tonight. What a reversal.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
So long, Ref. Sweet dreams.
It's going to be a while before...
He's bringing the hammer down, JR.
He sure is. And the longer he holds that sledgehammer, the uglier it's going to get.
Oh boy, this looks like an all or nothing move.
This Lashley is so young. He may get the 3 count here.
2, 3.
Yes.
I think it's pretty obvious which...
And there you have it. The champ has successfully retained his title.
That match was probably the most nerve-wracking moment of my life, JR.
He took a huge risk. He could have lost his chance to represent Raw in the Survivor Series main event.
Yeah, and not to mention the fact that we could have lost our championship to ECW.
Fortunately, neither one of those outcomes came to pass.
And that's a good thing, because I don't think the locker room would have ever forgiven him.
And now Raw has ECW as an ally in the main event at Survivor Series.
Yeah, if ECW can be trusted, which for the record I highly doubt.
just had this car detailed. So you think you're too good to defend your championship against my champion? Is that it? I hate one-sided conversations. Now, I gotta go get my car waxed, so I'll get my friend here to help you up.
Hey, Jack Knight. Oh, fuck.
Did you really have to plow him into my car again? Ugh, never mind.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not happening. Why Jeff Hardy? Yeah, Jeff Hardy's WWE champion. Ooh, or Montreal. Last time Survivor Series was there, it didn't go too well.
What were you thinking? Turning down ECW's offer? Do you know what I had to go through to set that up? You better get the job done at Survivor Series, or I swear I will make your life a living hell.
Tommy hit me with a fucking car. You want me to be allies with him? Elimination tag. Okay. They're interesting teams. And my title's on the line again. Oh yeah, I know. That whole best in the world shit. Thank God he's not taking over the company. Well, the way he's running it now, Vince, it's going to be destroyed before long.
Raw, SmackDown, and ECW welcome you to Survivor Series.
And our champ's got his work cut out for him tonight.
A triple threat match between all three of WWE's champions. The titles are all on the line.
I hope our champion knows what he's getting into tonight.
It's the biggest main event in WWE history, and it's live on pay-per-view. He's the best that SmackDown has to offer, and he gave our champion a run for his money a couple of weeks ago.
And I'm sure he studied the tapes of that match over and over. I hope our champion did the same thing.
Oh, booty stuff.
The ECW champion is one of the most powerful, most dangerous superstars to ever set foot in a WWE ring.
Captain Roy.
And I might not have any respect for ECW, but you've got to respect this man's power and ability.
This is the biggest match of the champion's career. All three championships are on the line. Whoever loses the match loses his title to the superstar who beats him.
And it's not enough for him just to not lose the championship tonight. The Raw fans want him to take someone's title home with him.
Yeah. But he was a crazy fucker back in the early 2000s. Jumping off Titantrons and shit. Letting Kane electrocute his balls. I know it's fake, but still.
A big bienvenue to our fans around the world from Montreal, Quebec. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
And folks, let me assure you that tonight's show is a lot better than JR's French.
Not that I'm the biggest Miz
no
fan
question of
ever,
that,
though,
King.
but
These Montreal fans are ready
I
to get
agree with
started,
that.
and so am I.
At least
so what are we
Miz is
waiting
an
for?
active competitor. Like,
He's going for the pin.
That went nowhere.
but that's just the way WWE's booked
Can
nowadays.
you believe we
so.
actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the Divas.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time.
His opponent telegraphed that one. Oh, no. I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out. Oh, boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something quick. Wow, listen to these fans, JR.
Can his opponent kick out of this pitting predicament? Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here.
Oh, fuck.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say.
Oh, yeah.
This is going beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other. Here's the pin! Could this be it?
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it.
This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not going to be easy.
That's for sure. No one in this match is going down without a fight.
And I wouldn't expect any less from them, King. Well, I don't think he's climbing up there for the view.
Hey, don't do anything. Okay, good. I don't think this is...
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall. Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other?
These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse.
I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
You're damn right it is. It comes with the price of admission. He's climbing up. I'm not so sure this is a good idea.
Yeah. That needs like, what, 50 now?
He's climbing the turnbuckle.
To stay out of the
What's he
ring.
up to?
Period. Okay.
I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
2.
This Lashley isn't. You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle.
If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment.
How could he see that coming?
Oh boy, these fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King.
Here he goes, up the turnbuckle. This could be really good. He's going for the cover, JR.
1, 2.
I'll never understand what the big deal is about Batista. He's just another...
That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall. This could be a pinfall.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
WWE's
Does
travel.
that mean I won the World Heavyweight Championship? Oh, it looks like his wife now.
He put SmackDown in its place, that's for sure. And he's walking out with their championship.
And perhaps more importantly, he managed to retain his own championship at the same time.
You'd have to go to Fort Knox to see that much gold in one place, JR.
What a historic night for Raw and its fans. An absolutely amazing performance by the most dominant superstar in sports entertainment today.
Oh. Heel team won. Good. MVP beat Kane. Both heel teams won. Melina beat Tori. Oh, apparently Jeff's dating Tori in this thing too.
Nice work, champ. Man, that went perfectly. I knew you were the right guy for the job. I'm keeping you in mind for similar situations in the future. Stick with me, and I'll make it worth your while.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. We ever approved a salary bonus of $1? Wow, WWE are cheaper. I think I should jump to Raw or SmackDown. I'm leaning towards SmackDown because I did the Raw thing already. What do you think, Jack Knight? I'm gonna go SmackDown, I think. She's still wrestling, actually, I think. Somewhere. NWA or something. Oh no, she was on Impact, I seen her.
We have to talk.
What do you want? Money, 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 money.
Are you going to break the news to him?
You bet. You're traded. You're gone. You are now SmackDown property. Solo.
See, man, this is a good thing. Teddy Long wants you bad. You're gonna rip through his lineup, so this ends up being nothing but roses for you. So, good luck.
It depends on the year. If Raw's better than SmackDown too. I think back then SmackDown was better, but I don't know. They were actually decent back then. But yeah, whatever. Salary bonus? Ooh, 5,000 this time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. Just bust them up to the next SmackDown. Hey, all that jump. Okay, at Armageddon for the World Heavyweight Champion. Okay.
I know you worked with my brother Shane last month, and I hope you'll do the same for me this month. My dad still hasn't learned his lesson, and if he's throwing his weight behind DCW, then that's your next target.
Oh, I hate her too. Yeah, whatever, Vinny. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Oh, I should check out the Power 25 first. How am I not number one? Where am I? Anyway. Did I miss myself? Okay, I'll stop talking about shit. Okay, that's... Okay. Oh, what's in the shop? I get nothing. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave it. Well, thank you for joining me, Jack Knight, and whoever else. If you enjoyed it, as always, let me hear about it. Have a good one. Hashtag join the army.